In this exercise, we're going to be working out the muscles you need for smooth, controlled slides. So go grab your guitar and see if you can keep up. For level 3 dexterity exercises, we've been focusing on different ways to slur your notes together, which means to pluck one time, but get a bunch of notes. So a slide is just another way to slur notes together, like a hammer-on or pull-off, but it's got a slightly different texture to it. You can hear those frets under your finger. And, it sounds different. So trying to mix up hammer-ons, pull-offs, and slides is a great way to spice up your solos or your riffs. On a tab, a slide will be notated with a little slur arch between 2 or more numbers, like a hammer-on or a pull-off, but the difference is it will have a slash in between the numbers. That's what tells you it's a slide. So something to focus on as you're doing the upcoming exercise is to wait to do the slide until right before you want to hear that next note. If you try to slide too quickly, it's going to sound sloppy, but that is different than trying to slide into a note, which is kind of an ornamental effect. There's like 2 versions. You can slide into a note, or you can slide between 2 notes. In the first one, we don't really care about hearing the first note. We just want to hear the slide. But in the second one, we want to hear the 2 notes equally, with a slide in between. Also, another thing to watch out for, it's a little counterintuitive, but when you're doing the slide, you want to squeeze down harder. Most of the time, I'll see students try to use less pressure as they move because they're trying to reduce friction. But if you do that, you'll either lose the sound of the sliding over frets, or you'll just mute the string entirely. If you squeeze down harder, there will be more resistance, but you'll hear the frets moving under your fingers better, and it sounds a lot cooler. Well, let's talk about this exercise. The purpose of it is to help you build muscles for sliding in both directions over common distances. We're going to do 3 rounds of spider crawls at 100 beats per minute. In the first round, we're going to start with our first finger in the first fret. We're going to pluck, slide over 1 fret, pluck, and slide back. Then we're using our second finger, pluck, slide over 1 fret, pluck, and slide back. Then we're going to do that with our third finger and our fourth finger, and then we're going to do that on all the strings. In round 2, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to slide over 2 frets, pluck, and slide back. Still starting in the second fret with our second finger, pluck, slide over 2 frets, pluck, and slide back to where we were. Third finger, fourth finger. And then doing that on all 6 strings. And for round 3, you guessed it, we're doing the same thing, but we're going to pluck, slide over 3 frets, pluck, and slide back. And we'll do that on all 6 strings. And that's going to be it. We're not going to do the gradual speed increases like we normally do. I figured at this point you might not need it, and if we did, this would be an extremely long video. But I set the tempo at 100 beats per minute, so if you did want to do the gradual speed up, it'd be pretty easy. If you wanted to start at 60 beats per minute like we normally do, set the playback speed of this video to 0.6x. And if you want to go up to 70 beats per minute, then go to 0.7x. And if you want to go up to 120 beats per minute, do 1.2x in the playback speed. If you don't know how to do that, then check out this video. All right, starting with some 1 fret slides. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Very nice. Now let's do some 2 fret slides. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, last round. Now let's do some 3-fret slides. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. And look at that! Now you're a sliding master. I know the tempo of this exercise was set to 100 beats per minute, but you should really challenge yourself to try it at slower speeds, even if you can already play it really fast. The overall goal isn't to be able to play cleanly at fast speeds, but all speeds. And if you're only ever practicing at fast speeds, then when that slow song comes around, you'll probably end up rushing it, and it's going to sound sloppy. Sometimes playing at 50 beats per minute is harder than playing at 100 or 150. So make sure you're practicing at all speeds. So I dare you, I double dog dare you to slow this video down to 50% and try and play along cleanly. It's a great way to exercise control and patience. Well, that's going to be it for this one. And whatever you do, do not click these buttons. Don't. You're not allowed. It's against the rules. You're forbidden from clicking these buttons. Don't do it.